I don't even know where to begin, y'all. I really don't. Um, my recording software decided it didn't want to work for me at all. So I had spent the better part of half the day today trying to get it to work, and now that I have it working, I can't get Steam to open. So, Devil May Cry is on pause for a little bit. Not that matters too much because I'm bringing y'all a little surprise today. So, how many of y'all remember Sonic Unleashed? Hold on just a second. Alright. It's, been how many years since this game came out? What was it, 2008? As you can tell, I'm not necessarily prepared for this at all. I had no idea what I was planning on doing today. Well, I knew what I was planning on doing, but I didn't know how I was going to go about it. So, when I couldn't get the recording software to work, I figured it was Devil May Cry that was, like, causing an issue because of how the HD port is on, Steam, and it wasn't that. It was just awkward entirely. The whole thing just really didn't want to work, so we're switching it up. This might be a one-off video. I know, I'm playing the night stage. Fantastic for a one-off. I also apologize for any stuttering or anything. Just making sure all my stuff is working properly, updates, all that. But anyway, for those of you who are just seeing this video, hi, my name is Takabi. I've been on YouTube for not even a full year yet, or it just passed the full year. I'm not entirely too sure which. And I mean, I don't know what else I can really say to you guys. I take things casual. I play casually. I'm open to suggestions to any other game anybody wants to see. Right now, this is kind of just a, hey, I haven't uploaded in a little while, and the video that I originally wanted to do is not working out for me at the moment. So, hey, let's do this instead. And who doesn't love a little bit of Sonic Unleashed, right? Yeah. That didn't even destroy the door. Yeah, like I said, I'm not necessarily really, like, prepared, or I wasn't prepared for this today. So I apologize if commentary is a little lacking. There's not too much going on in my head at the moment. I had some other plans that I had to do, so I'm gonna try to get through this stage as quick as possible. And this is kind of just to, like, give you guys, like, you know, something to kind of just chill to and play in the background. I don't have, anything really, like, insane that I'd like to do so far. I just started playing Sonic Unleashed again casually on my own. Hold on. And as you can tell, I'm not the biggest expert with the Werehog combat, so you're probably going to see the same combos for a little while. I did start this stage sometime last night, and I died closer towards the end, so, that's why it looks like I already kind of collected most of the stuff in here. No mods, no cheats, no hacks, nothing like that. Oh, actually, that's pretty cool. You can see the clock tower in the distance. Okay. I don't think I asked. How's everyone's day going? I hope your days have been better than mine. It's been a little while, too. I apologize for that. Again, life keeps on lifing. And then whenever I do have a minute to record or anything, my software doesn't want to work. So, doing what I can. But I haven't disappeared or gone on vacation or given up or anything. Just one thing after another. hopefully have this video out to you guys at the time that I'm recording it. Hopefully by tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then the day after. And because my goal right now is to try to keep uploading consistently enough. I know with the Devil May Cry playthrough, it's been maybe, what, once, twice a week that I've uploaded? Or once or twice every 2 weeks? Whichever one it is. Store stock. I need that. And I need that. Yeah, again, quite literally just life doing life things and all that. But hopefully I sorry. I updated everything. Hopefully everything is all good for now. There's no like awkwardness or issues or anything like that. And I might do a bonus video later today, no commentary. Just to just to play Resident Evil Requiem again. Just for the Leon Must Die mode, because honestly, I'm craving more and more Requiem gameplay, and the game is so good, like genuinely. Excuse you. Excuse you. Back up. Back up. Back up. Thought jumping me would help you? I do have a question for all of you, though. How many of y'all... So, Sonic Unleashed, back in the day, it was praised for the day stages, but everybody hated the Werehog stages. I was one of the few people that was very in between, but my first experience with the game was with the PS2 and Wii version. So a lot of content got cut. So when I started playing on the PS3, Xbox 360 versions, I noticed, like, a lot was, like, very different. Which, I mean... logically it's gonna be, but my question to y'all is just genuinely, does anybody like the Werehog gameplay? I have fun with it, but I understand entirely like how it could be excuse you. I understand entirely why some people would find it very repetitive, because it goes from high-speed platforming to beat 'em up. It's basically putting what's the best way to explain it? It's like Sonic. I don't want to say Sonic Generations, but it's essentially like, I can't really think of a good comparison, because I want to say it's like putting classic Sonic and modern Sonic in the same game. But that's not entirely accurate, considering classic Sonic's gameplay is not a beat 'em up. Oh, best example. That's like putting God of War and any other high-speed style of game in the same game, basically. And sometimes it's very jarring, other times it's not. He took my entire shield. Bro, chill! Wait. Is there a shield power up? There isn't. Okay. Alright, enough of this. I think, for me, anyway, the Werehog redeemed himself with the, in the PS3 360 versions, because his gameplay is so much more fun. There's a lot more combos. You get the Unleashed meter, which is a genuine power-up, which I love. I always love when they give Sonic, like, the extra stuff, you know, extra stuff in gameplay and everything. Which reminds me, so, Sonic Frontiers, I was thinking about getting the game on Steam and playing it for everybody, because I already played it on the PlayStation. But in my efforts to transition entirely to Steam gameplay, obviously I didn't bring a lot of games with me, and I had to re-buy/download them all. But my question, wow, that slowdown was crazy. But my question is, if I wanted to play Sonic Frontiers on here would... How many of y'all would watch, like, an entire, like, full playthrough? Or if not even that, I could do the, what just happened? Okay, I'm not gonna complain about that. How many of you would actually be, like, really interested in a Sonic Frontiers playthrough? If not Frontiers... This isn't a shortcut, right? No. That's just for the key. Or, not the key, the, metal. They really want you fighting. Because my thing... This is piggybacking off of my original question. I got slightly sidetracked. Excuse you. But my main thing right now is just simply, I want to branch out from just, you know, Resident Evil and Dragon Ball, which I haven't done a Dragon Ball game in forever. I started that with Devil May Cry, but that's still a Capcom game, so I'm just looking for other, like, games entirely to play. Sonic Frontiers is one that I do want to, you know, play for everybody, because I genuinely love Frontiers as a whole. Oh, there's an extra life. Not that I need it since I have 20, but piggybacking off of that, I like when Sonic games actually, like, do different things for Sonic, give him, like, additional power-ups in combat and stuff like that, because while I do find, like, some extreme enjoyment with the, boosting formula, I do also believe that Sonic plays at his best when you incorporate... Honestly speaking, best form of gameplay for Sonic is a mixture of both. It's a mixture of both or all three, I should say. A mixture of the high-speed sections, the platforming, and then the RPG-style combat. I think that works the best for Sonic, in my personal opinion, because it's giving you a little bit of everything. Sonic Frontiers combat is not, like, perfect, but it can be refined. Shadow Generations, for example. When it first came out, I thought that's what they were gonna do. I thought they were gonna style Shadow Generations in the Frontier aspect to kind of like push more games similar to that, and they kind of did. Never seen that attack before. The only thing... Wow, that made me lose my train of thought. That's crazy. What was I saying originally? I don't know. When it comes back to me, it'll come back to me. But, let me see. I was talking about... Sonic playing at his best with the triple gameplay style. Alright, so I guess I'll just roll it back. If you couldn't tell, yeah, I'm very unprepared for this kind of video today, so none of my thoughts are gathered properly at all. But I think a mixture of the RPG elements, the high speed, and the platforming, it works best for Sonic, at least at this stage in life, or in the stage of his lifespan, because it also gives you the ability to, you know, start playing as the other, you know, as other Sonic characters at the same time. You could start giving Silver his own games, because Silver, while he's not a high-speed character, you can give him high-speed sections with his flight. You can give him, you know, him and Shadow essentially the same stuff that Sonic has, but then you would think, oh, well, why not just play a game as... That was weird. Why not just play Sonic then, if you're gonna give them all the same thing? Because they're all hedgehogs. They all follow something similar in their own unique ways. And I think that can work, I think going in that direction can work best. But, personally, I've always had this, idea, which if they do it for the next Sonic game, I'm trademarking it for sure. But I've always had this idea that, at some point, overexposure to the Chaos Energy and the Chaos Emeralds, while Sonic continuously gets stronger every game, at some point, the overexposure of Chaos Energy is gonna, you know, either have a negative impact or it's gonna overcharge him. Now, my thought process for that was always just, oh, well, now he has access to a weaker version of his super form. Same appearance, but because he's not yet, wow, great. Same appearance, but because he's not using the energy of the Chaos Emerald, it's on a time frame and it's not as strong. I always thought that that was a good idea. Oh, that makes Sonic more like Dragon Ball. Yeah, but at the same time, who cares? If the goal, I think the issue is that games are also very focused on trying to maintain their own specific identity, and while that's not a bad thing, it can take away from a lot of the fun elements and factors and all of that stuff. For example, we could have had Hypersonic and Sonic Frontiers outside of mods, and the developers basically were like, from what I've heard, I can't say it 100% because you know how the internet is, but from what I heard, somebody was basically saying, oh, well, we basically don't want Sonic to, you know, we don't want to make Super Sonic obsolete and, you know, start giving him too many forms, or all these different forms like in Dragon Ball. And the problem with that is there's, you know, if that statement is true, or was truly said, the problem with that is that, Sonic already has a multitude of different forms. Yeah, they're one-offs, but they all are essentially the same thing. Per development and developers' words and all that stuff, Super Sonic is the end-all be-all kind of form. It's like whenever you can't beat an enemy, Super Sonic. Whenever Eggman's outpaces base Sonic, Super Sonic. It's the... Can I not reach up there? Okay. To me, personally, I think that, that mentality, while it works initially, it also doesn't work at the same time, because, again, Hypersonic already exists. You don't have to do anything more than Hypersonic, and Hypersonic can be in extreme circumstances. For example, when facing the end. Instead of, you know, Cyber Supersonic, you utilize the powers of Hypersonic, because, I mean, as a concept, or as a whole, the end is technically still alive. Like, I don't believe, at least I don't believe Sonic destroyed it, because it's the end-all be-all personified. I mean, if he did get rid of it, then, I mean, alright, cool, but I'm very paranoid about falling, because this is literally exactly, this is the exact area where I died, and then I was just like, yeah, no, I'm done for tonight. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm also hoping my recording is holding up how it's supposed to, because if it's not, I'm going to be very upset.
Sonic!
Okay. Yes, I very strongly stand by the, by that, thought process. I stand by the thought process that, you know, at some point you gotta let Sonic actually evolve as a whole. I mean, look at Shadow, for example. He just got his Doom powers. Like, and then he's just gonna continue to evolve in that sense. What about Sonic? Sonic gets all these cool different powers and abilities, and then they get taken away the same game. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Okay. Almost there. Almost there. Oh my god, I don't have confidence. If I die here, I'm ending the video. Oh, I made it. Okay. Now I just gotta beat them, and then we're good. The key. I'm done. Oh my god, if I had died, I wasn't gonna do it again. That's all I got? I just got an A rank? What is this? Okay. Anyway, yeah, that was my, TED Talk, rant, whatever. This video is not super long. It's just something to get out for you guys because I haven't uploaded in a couple weeks. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. It's been Takabi. I'll just see you guys in the next one. Hope you have a fantastic day and take care.